And since we're writing something, this should change after. But not before we write everything related to that, which is the transaction name and the transaction amount. So for this, we're going to declare something here. This is going to be transaction amount. Transaction amount. And this is going to change. So this is going to be accordingly to this column, the column L. This is not a constant anywhere on the code, so we are going to declare it. This is going to be a constant num offset amount as long. Let's find out. So this is column. So this is column 12, and we have the column 4 here. So this is going to be the difference. It's going to be 8. And here, this is going to be added to the offset amount that we just stated. And for this is going to be the array amount transaction based on the position that we found here. As we may see here, these functions are going to perform basically the same process within the arrays. Find the element and then delete the element from the array. These are the so-on called mirror functions that we stated on the introduction to this. That's why we outsourced these functions, which are find position or resize arrays, in order to speed up this. These are the ones so-called mirror functions. Moving on with the coding, now we no longer need this item since we already categorized it as inventory, as material inventory beginning. So we are going to take it out of the array, and as well we're going to take it out from the array amount. So we're going to say that our array transaction type, our array transaction name, and our array transaction amount from here are going to be resized. This is going to be resized it's going to be the same array that it's going to be resized. The num position, it's going to be equal to the num position that we stated up here. The base of the array is 1, and then the text for the array variable cost is string. This is an array that belongs to the string type, so we will need to state it. We're basically going to do the same for the transaction name, just changing accordingly. This is a string as well. This is array text transaction name. This is a string as well. And here it's going to change a little bit. This is going to be equal. This is along. This is a double. Array. This is going to be the same, and here we are going to change this for this. If we go further and we infer that this is going to be basically the same process for the text inventory beginning, for the text purchase material, for the text inventory ending, and it will be the same thing for the following sections, we may outsource this again as a specific sub for analyzing the transactions. We're going to do that now. Just this will be called write transaction. The arguments are going to be exactly the same. We're going to change this to here, and we're going to move this to here, and we're going to have an extra variable. Since this one is the one that's going to be changed to be changed within this logic, we're going to say that transaction name as string, and then we will have basically pretty much the same thing. So if that's the case, it's better to get it at the end, so we may call them similarly. So this is going to be the text transaction name as a string. We're going to take out that comma. We are going to replace this for this, but we need to change it only to this text. So it's going to be transaction name, it's going to be the new variable, and the old one will be txt inf begin. There we go. Now whenever a sub is ended, what I like to do to know that I don't need to work on that anymore, I just indent the contents of it. And here we are going to call this for every variable that we have here, but it's only going to be 3 lines instead of 3 lines times this, because this will be for every one of this. Okay guys, as always, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more awesome tutorials, and be sure to like and comment this. See ya!